A very good morning, my dear children. So, it's time to start a new chapter, and the new chapter is the United Nations. अभी ये नाम आपने कितनी बार न्यूज़ में सुना होगा या कितनी बार कोई इंटरनेशनल इश्यूज़ होते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल ड्यूरिंग द टाइम ऑफ द कोरोना यू हैव लिसन कोरोना and COVID-19, you have listened many times the name of WHO, you have listened the name of UN. So the full form of the UN is United Nations. Now this is an organization. So in this chapter we will read all about United Nations. This is chapter number 11 of your textbook. Okay, and the logo which you are seeing on the screen is the logo of the United Nations. This logo is also on their flag. Okay, go through the textbook also, there you can see the flag of United Nations. Okay, now let's see why this organization came into existence, what is its important, what is its contributions. Okay, so let's dive into the topic of today. Now, the idea of an international organization was presented by the Woodrow Wilson. Okay, he was the president of USA during the First World War. Okay, अभी बच्चों आपने सुना होगा कि दुनिया में ऑलरेडी 2 वॉर हो चुके हैं. दैट इज़ द फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर एंड द सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर. फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर एंडेड इन 1919. ओके, तो पूरी दुनिया को इस तरह की वॉर से बचाने के लिए, इतनी बर्बादियों से बचाने के लिए उस टाइम जो यूएस के प्रेसिडेंट थे वो कौन थे? वुडरॉ विल्सन. ही सजेस्टेड दैट देयर शुड बी एन वर्ल्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन and this world organization was known as the League of Nations, which was established in 1920, that is 1 year after First World War. And what was its objective? Its objective was to maintain peace and cooperation. Okay, it also tried to prevent war between the nations. Okay, this organization, League of Nations, tried to prevent the war among the nations, but it couldn't, and it failed, protecting the weaker nations from being attacked by the stronger nations. लेकिन जिस ऑब्जेक्टिव के लिए लीग ऑफ नेशन बना था वो ऑब्जेक्टिव फुलफिल नहीं होता है. एंड इन 1939 और इफ आई से इन 1940 द वर्ल्ड वार सेकेंड breakouts. Okay, and if you will see the all the incident of the World War II and how it ended by a nuclear attack on Japan, and that nuclear attack was very drastic. There a lot of lives has gone, not only in the Second World War but also in the nuclear attack on the Japan, and people have seen a lot of loss of the lives and the material, everything due to the Second World War. Okay, so the League of the Nation was formed after the First World, but it could not prevent the Second World War. Okay, after the Second World War, that is from 1939 to 1945, leaders across the world were shocked by the massive destruction and misery it had caused, and thus another organization called the United Nations organization came into being. और वापस फ्यूचर में इस तरह का युद्ध न हो, इस तरह का वॉर न हो, इसको रोकने के लिए एक दूसरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एग्जिस्टेंस में आता है, एंड दैट इज द यूनाइटेड नेशन. नाउ लेट्स सी द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ दिस यूनाइटेड नेशन. This building on the slide you can see, this is the United Nations office. Okay, now the diplomats across the world were determined to free the world from an imminent danger of wars. Okay, Franklin D. Roosevelt, he was a very popular president of US. put in effort to establish a world organization, and as a result on the 24th October 1945 the United Nations organization was established. So रूजावेल्ट ने बहुत उनके प्रयास के कारण, due to his effort on the other diplomatic across all the nations of the world, they have tried, and then they established a United Nations organization on the 24th October. Okay, so what was its objective? Objective was same, that to sustain the peace in the world and to promote the welfare of the people, and it was popularly known as the UNO. Okay, and it is recognized as the United Nations. The UN started with a 51 nation as its member, and today it has grown to 193. This I am talking about, the figure around 2018 or 19, but I think for the present time around 200 countries are the member of the United Nations. Now the let's see some GK about the United Nations. The tenure of the General Secretary of the UN is of 5 years. अब यूनाइटेड नेशंस के भी जैसे हमारी कंट्रीज़ के प्रेसिडेंट इलेक्ट होते हैं या प्राइम मिनिस्टर इलेक्ट होते हैं, वैसे ही UN के जनरल सेक्रेटरी इलेक्ट होते हैं और उनका भी टेन्योर कितना होता है, 5 ईयर का. ही वो री इलेक्टेड इन द ईयर 2011 फॉर द सेकेंड टर्म ऑन दिस पोस्ट. ओके, सो 2011 में एक बार ऐसा हुआ है कि जो जनरल सेक्रेटरी थे वो वापस री इलेक्ट हुए. साउथ सूडान ऑफ अफ्रीका become the 193rd member to join the country in UN, and the official language of the United Nations is Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian and Spanish. Okay, so Hindi is not the official language of the United Nations. Now the Charter of the United Nations. What is the meaning of charter, children? Charter means, the specific principles on which this organization will work. On 24th October 1945, members signed the UN Charter in San Francisco, USA. तो ये जो UN का ऑफिस है वो कहाँ है? That is in न्यूयॉर्क. ओके, लेकिन ये चार्टर कहाँ बना था? This charter has in San Francisco. This charter contained a set of a rule that the countries had agreed to abide by in order to maintain the peace. और इसमें कुछ rules and regulations हैं. Okay, the country who are the member of the United Nations, they have to follow, they are abided by these rules and regulations in order to maintain peace in the world. Now today nearly 200 countries are the members of the UN. Now what is the objective of the United Nations, children? To work toward the international peace and security. Okay, दुनिया में जितने भी नेशंस हैं उसमें से कुछ स्ट्रॉन्ग हैं, कुछ वीक हैं. तो स्ट्रॉन्ग नेशन है वो वीकर नेशंस पे अटैक ना करे. ओके, सो दैट इज़ हाउ द इंटरनेशनल पीस एंड सिक्योरिटी कैन बी मेंटेन्ड. टू प्रमोट द फ्रेंडली रिलेशन अमंग द नेशंस, और सारे नेशंस के बीच में फ्रेंडली रिलेशंस हो. they take out the way to any issue through the talks, not through the war. That is the motive of this United Nations, to promote a cooperation among the nations in solving the social, economic and the humanitarian problems. कोई भी problems, कोई भी issue हो, either it is an border issue or the social or economical issue, it is better to discuss, debate, okay, and then to finalize some through the talk, through the talk to come on any settlement, to protect the human rights and the freedom. Yeah, its objective is to protect the human rights. हमारे जो मनुष्य हैं उनके कुछ rights हैं, basic rights हैं, उनको protect करना, and they should get certain basic freedom. Okay, so these all are the objectives of the United Nations. Now we will talk about the important organs of the United Nations. There are 6 important organs. अब इंटरनेशनल पीस रखने के लिए इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट 51 नेशन कम टुगेदर वंस इन द ईयर, दे टॉक एंड देन went again and everything is a peaceful. No, it's not like that. There are different organs of this organization which look after the different issues. Okay, let's see in the deep. First, let's know the organ. This basic organ or the main organ of the United Nations. First is the General Assembly. Second is the Security Council. Then the Economic and Social Council, International Court of Justice, the Secretariat and the Trusteeship Council. Okay, out of these, General Assembly and the Security Council are of the most important. So first we will see about the General Assembly. You can see the picture of the General Assembly. It will get you idea like the parliament. Every democratic country has a parliament. It looks like a parliament. You can see. This is the main organ of the UN with its headquarter in New York. और इसका headquarter कहाँ है? New York में है. It meets once in a year in November. और every year General Assembly की meeting कब होती है? November month में. Every member country has one vote in the General Assembly. और जितने भी member country हैं उन सब के पास one vote है. Okay, for any issue when there is a need of a voting, they can vote. Okay. Now this General Assembly is the biggest organ of the United Nations, which can also be called as the World Parliament. The representative of the member nation attend it. Okay, so who all are the representative member of the nation? They attend this meeting. Okay, every member nation can send at least 5 representative or the delegates to it. और जब भी ये मीटिंग होता है नवंबर में, तो every country can send their 5 members, but only one vote is, they can cast only one vote. Okay, but at the time of voting, one nation cast only one vote. The general meeting is held once in a year. Its member elect the president and the vice president in year. Okay, now the president of the assembly presented the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights on the 10th December 1948. अब so the president of so the president and the vice president is selected and they work for the 5 year. Okay, and they meet every year. Now from India, Mrs. Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit was elected as the president of the general meeting in the year 1953-54. और 1953-54 के जनरल असेंबली की जो प्रेसिडेंट होती थी वो कौन थी? मिसेस विजया लक्ष्मी पंडित. ओके, the assembly presented the Universal Declaration of the Human Right on the 10th December 1948 और 1948 के 10th दिसंबर को इस असेंबली ने यूनिवर्सल ह्यूमन राइट्स डिक्लेरेशन प्रेजेंट किया था. एंड दैट्स वाई ऑन द 10th December of every year we celebrate the International Human Rights Day. The General Assembly can discuss and suggest solution or give advice to any issue in the world within the limits prescribed in the Charter of the Nation. अब ये सारे जो मेंबर्स होते हैं यूनाइटेड नेशंस के, ये अगर वर्ल्ड में कोई प्रॉब्लम चल रही है, कोई इशू चल रहा है, तो उसके लिए एक सॉल्यूशन बता सकते हैं, बट दैट सॉल्यूशन इज विद इन दैट फ्रेम्ड रूल वर्क ऑफ द चार्टर ऑफ द यूनाइटेड नेशन. Okay, the General Assembly immediately draws the attention of the Security Council towards any situation which can put the peace and security of the world in the danger. General Assembly के डिस्कशन में जब भी ऐसा पता चलता है कि किसी 2 नेशन में वॉर ब्रोकआउट होने वाला है या पीस में प्रॉब्लम है, तब वो हमेशा किसको इन्फॉर्म करते हैं? सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल को. Okay, why? Because it's the duty of Security Council to look after the peace and security of the world. The authority to grant the membership to a nation lies with the General Assembly. General Assembly के पास ये अथॉरिटी है कि वो किसको मेंबरशिप ग्रांट करते हैं. Okay, now we will see the another organ of the UN, and that is the Security Council. Now you can see the picture of the Security Council. All the member nations used to sit in the round table conference. Okay, and it has 15 members and it work to ensure the peace and security. इसके कितने members हैं? 15. The permanent member of the Security Council are United Kingdom, France, China, US and Russia. अब इस 15 में से 5 परमानेंट मेंबर हैं और जो बाकी के 10 मेंबर्स हैं दे आर इलेक्टेड फॉर द पीरियड ऑफ 2 ईयर्स. बाकी के जो 10 मेंबर कंट्री होते हैं वो हर 2 साल के पीरियड के लिए इलेक्ट होते हैं एंड देन अगेन another 10 country get elected. Okay, now whenever there is an issue of the peace or there is a condition of the war between two countries, then that issue is always discussed in the Security Council. Okay, and they can suggest some advice to both the countries to maintain the peace in the world. Now this 5 member country also had certain say extra power with them. Let's see what power is with them, and that power is known as veto. Now what is this veto? The veto power or a right to deny is a negative vote casted against a proposal in the Security Council. Now perhaps you assume a situation, okay, where 2 countries reach to the Security Council regarding some issue, for example a border issue. Okay, तो अगर ये 5 मेंबर कंट्री जो परमानेंट मेंबर्स हैं, सपोज इन लोगों ने पूरे 15 नेशंस ने मिल के कोई रास्ता निकाला उस प्रॉब्लम का, and if any one of the permanent member means either the UK, US, France, China or Russia use their veto power, that is a right to deny that decision, then that decision becomes invalid. That decision becomes invalid. Okay, and India is not a permanent member of the Security Council. The resolution does not pass if any of the 5 members uses veto. अगर पाँचों में से किसी एक मेंबर ने भी veto का यूज़ कर दिया, then the resolution will not pass out of the Security Council. I hope the thing is clear to you. If you are confused or it's not clear, you can comment or you can put message. Now the another organ is the Secretariat. It carries out the day-to-day work of the United Nations. Okay, you can see the same okay, you can see the same building which you have seen in the General Assembly picture, is it? It is the same building and the name of the organ is the Secretariat. इसका काम क्या है कि यूनाइटेड नेशंस का डे टू डे का वर्क होता है, उसका रिकॉर्ड रखना. It looks after the policies and the programs laid down by the other organs of the United Nation. और अदर जो organs हैं वो उन्होंने जो policies या programs बनाए हैं वो कैसा चल रहा है ग्राउंड लेवल पे, क्या हो रहा है उसमें, उन सब के बारे में देखने का काम है, to look after that. The Secretariat is headed by a Secretary General who is nominated by the Security Council for a period of 5 years. अब Secretariat में एक सेक्रेटरी जनरल होता है, उसको कौन नॉमिनेट करता है? सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल के जो मेंबर होते हैं वो उसको नॉमिनेट करते हैं और वो कितने साल के लिए काम करते हैं? फॉर द 5 years. Now the another organ is the Economic and the Social Council. The United Nations has a network of agencies to help the poor, the sick and the illiterate. These agencies work under the Economic and the Social Council. They look after the human rights, equality of women and the regulation of trade. क्योंकि हम नाम से ही हमको पता चल रहा है कि सोसाइटी के बारे में ये वर्क करते हैं और इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस के बारे में ये लोग वर्क करते हैं. सो दे लुक आफ्टर दी पुअर पीपल, व्हाट आर द बेसिक ह्यूमन राइट्स, ऑल द इवन all the class of the people should get. So they look after all this. They look after the how to help the poor and the sick and make the people more and more literate. And they also look after the equality of the women and the regulation of the trade. जो ट्रेड्स एक दूसरे आपस में जो कंट्रीज़ करते हैं between the countries, they look after that also and they regulate also that. Okay. Now the another organ is the International Court of Justice. From the name itself you can see that it is an international court. जैसे हमारा सुप्रीम कोर्ट होता है वो क्या होता है, नेशन का होता है. Is it the highest court of the nation? The International Court of Justice is a court for all the world, and if there is any issue regarding a two country, they can go to the International Court of Justice. It hears to the dispute between the member countries. जो भी member country हैं UN के, उनके ही dispute लेने वाले हैं. Okay. It also advises countries on international law, और वो countries को international laws के बारे में भी advise करते हैं. Its headquarter is at the Hague, that is in the Netherlands. It consists of the 15 judges and is the legal court of the United Nations. और इसमें कितने judges होते हैं, 15, and it is one of the legal court of the United Nations. ये United Nations का अपना कोर्ट है. Now the last organ is the Trusteeship Council. Now what is the goal of this organ is to promote the advancement of the inhabitant of the trust territories. Now you know that during the Industrial Revolution, or if you say from the 16th century to the 20th century, the spread of the colonialism was there, is it? So to make that country free and no country can overtook the sovereignty of the another country, this organization look after that. Okay, it look after the sovereignty of all the nation to promote their progressive development towards the self government or the independence, ताकि हर एक कंट्री आज़ाद रहे, कोई किसी का कॉलोनी ना बने. That is a work of the Trusteeship Council. Okay children, so that's all for today's session. I hope the concept up to here is clear to all of you. Now in the next session we will go through the other organs of the United Nations, what is their work. Okay. If any query, you all are always welcome to put either in the comment or to message me. That's all. Good day and goodbye all of you.